had to go out to the hardware store. It's inevitable. What's mine is soda? What's something to drink? Hot. So, figured I'd take the camera with me. Speak my mind a little bit. I notice a lot of people in today's world are kind of having a problem with the rat rods. Taking the lazy route, so on and so forth. It's not a real hot rod. Well, if we go by the definition of a hot rod, according to Webster, the dictionary, it says it's anything that's modified for performance or handling. And given the fact of the matter is I'm building mine majority out of scrap and oil drum, I definitely have to say I'm improving on that. But, it's giving me something to do. I had a hankering to build something. Instead of taking all the time to spend on body work and everything else on other things. But I got enough stuff in the works where I kind of needed to break from it. I got 2 of my old lady projects going, 5 or 6 of my own. Hell, I even got a new one coming from Texas that I had to have. Hey, that's some fun. Part of life. You're here to enjoy yourself. But the plan here is the rear suspension I'm going with is relatively a really, really easy setup. It's just ends up basically being like one big swing arm, kind of like a 4-wheeler. And with just 2 bushings up front, 2 airbags. The whole setup being tight enough where it's not supposed to have any play. Like I said, this thing don't weigh a lot. We'll see how it works out. If not, I end up building a ladder bar setup. What I'm using is the front of my bracket. Actually, a rear leaf spring mount to my dad's Chevrolet. And I lowered it. So, use some bushings on it. Weld a 1x2 to it. Some airbags up. So, I'm headed out. I'm also going to buy one of those portable air tanks. I found one earlier. I decided not to get it, but now I'm going out. I might as well get it. 7 gallon. I use it as a fuel tank. But I'm building most of it out of stuff I already have. The problem being is I was going to build a fuel tank out of aluminum, but right now I don't have the means to weld aluminum, and the labor rate of the local welding shop way more than anybody wants to pay. Last time I had something welded up wasn't but 2 6-inch welds, and it cost me $270. So, and usually I buy metal from them. It's pretty inexpensive compared to most. But I mean, I don't know. It's probably because I go down there and I know the guys there. Not everything around here is local for me. I always go to the same places for everything. Creature habit. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's my second day off. I got 2 more to go before I got to go back on the shift. I don't really mess with much while I'm on shift, but while I'm off, I try to get as much time as possible. The only thing that sucks is they get nicer and nicer. I'm going to start cutting grass. I hate cutting grass. It's just I got to work on a lawnmower to get it running since they started in 6 months. I'm going to leave it outside. There's other things more important to go in the shed. Texas. It's a 75 Power Wagon, 4-wheel drive. I used to have one years ago. I got it from my old man. I spun a cam bearing when I went to tow it to the shop I worked at. A guy come and pick it up with a rollback, and he rolled the rollback over on top of my Power Wagon. So needless to say, yeah, there was no fixing that. But I realized many vehicles I already have, a standard cab pickup truck is just not practical. So, which is the reason why it's coming from Texas, because I found a crew cab. It was originally an Air Force truck. I retired from the Air Force, went to fire department in Texas, well, the Forestry Service technically. And this gentleman bought it. He actually collects these. It's old military trucks. He collects old military vehicles and stuff. Yeah, I didn't think I got a bad deal, because the only thing close I could find to it, one in Pittsburgh, one in Ohio, nothing really around here. And they all wanted $4,000 to $5,000 or better, depending on the condition. But I know this thing being, retired fire department and Air Force, it ain't got a lot of miles on it. And I paid $2,200 for it. Getting ready to hook the trailer up to the truck, go out and get it, and I found out it was more convenient, a transport company I found, to have them ship it. By the time with gas, diesel the way it is nowadays, just, it'd have been $400 or $500 just to get out and back. Not to mention my car trailer is gooseneck, but it's only built for one car. Given the sense I don't have the overhang under the tongue, it'd be a little rough trying to squeeze that big bastard on there. Not that, Texas from southern Maryland, that's a long hike, 1,300 miles. Take 2 days of solid driving out, 2 days of solid driving back, and it's just not kind of fun. That's the whole point of this, playing with cars, playing with hot rods, cars, trucks, four-wheelers, motorcycles, just about anything I can get my hands on fast enough to do something stupid with. So, but kind of went a little farther on attaching the body without you guys. I'm not really used to keeping the video camera with me yet. But I didn't get too far. Just cut out the wheel wells. I extended the fender, well, the rear side of the trunk down at a piece I cut out of the fender and the well. And then got it pretty well welded up. Not all the way, just enough where it ain't going nowhere. Welded to the frame all the way, just attached to the other body, just tack welds. Now I'll go ahead and flip it over and attach the other piece. Sometime or another I'll extend the back of it. I'm not really in that big a hurry for it. But it's not going anywhere yet. And I might put the air tank for the air suspension, airbags, and stuff in that area. Or I'm going to use it as technically my trunk area. So, I don't know. See how things go. I'm kind of doing this by the seat of my pants. But, I'll catch you later.